We are back for another daily dose of vitamin D3 conversation. Come on in here, come on in here, come on in. Okay, happy Tuesday. It is a Transformation Tuesday. That means professional and personal growth, evolvement, right? We need to align, elevate, and dominate in our space. Today, I want to talk to you about decluttering the space around your life, the things that are within your space and your surroundings. I want to talk to you about divorcing the things and the people that no longer serve you in your life, okay? So let me know when you're here. Say hello. Make sure that you stick around if this is going to be, I know it will be valuable for you, okay? But I want to make sure that you are connecting with me in the comments. Now I know that some of you will watch this on the replay, so just make sure you leave me a comment and let me know what resonates with you and what hits home. What do you do to declutter, and then what are you going to take away from what I share with you today to declutter the things in your life and divorce from the things that no longer serve you? Because what is the point of keeping things and holding on to the things and the people in our lives that no longer serve us? So let me first start off by saying that this is the best thing, one of the best things you can do for yourself. Why? Because we want to create space, right? By getting rid of the old so that we can make room for the new. New blessings, meaning new people in our lives, meaning the things that we desire in life, right? The things that we've been hoping, wishing, and praying for, what we've been working hard to achieve. All of that comes when we make space for it. So how are you making space right now? What's cluttered in your life? What things are you holding on to? You're married to it, but you know darn well you need to divorce from it because those things and those people are not helpful to you. They are not serving you well. They are toxic in your life. What are those things? That's what we need to be thinking about, okay? So for me, in order for me to have more mental capacity, in order for me to really feel good in my soul with where I'm going, I need to be in alignment with everyone and everything that comes into my life. So every year I go through this process where I am decluttering. I am decluttering things in my home. I am decluttering things in my workspace. I am decluttering things like devices, for example, my phone, my computers, my laptops, right? Desktops. I am decluttering, whatever it is that is just sort of sitting there, not really being utilized in the way that it should be, could be, maybe once was, but now it's just taking up space. So what are those things for you? So the other thing is I am divorcing from the people who are not good for me, right? I no longer have a need for them to be in my life. You know what I'm saying? So I want to give you some real examples because I really want you to think long and hard about this, or maybe you don't have to, but I definitely want to make sure that you are considering what those things are for you and who those people are in your life that is just like, yeah, why are they still in my life? And why do I still have all this junk just sitting around here doing nothing, collecting dust and just being in my way and cluttering up space, right? So, and then when I mentioned devices earlier, I meant to also say emails, because girl, right now I am inundated with emails, okay? Inundated is like an understatement at this time. So I just let it get out of hand. I'm not even gonna lie. So that's something I am working on because it is like a whole debacle. Okay, so maybe that's true for you too. Now, this is in no particular order of fashion. It's whatever works for you, okay? And some of this may or may not apply to you, but I'm going to just give you some examples of some of the things that are, that I need to declutter. Actually, I just kind of gave you a quick list. And the people, right? And so sometimes the people in your life, even family members, close family members and friends, you might have to love from a distance. You know what I mean? So I have a close relative and blood relative, okay, who I love dearly. I love dearly. The problem is we're just two different people completely on the opposite end of the spectrum. When, I am daylight and she's the night. When she goes left, I go right. When I'm up, she's down. When I'm sweet, she's sour. When I am happy, she's sad. When it's just everything about our lifestyles are different. Our mindset doesn't match. Like, she keeps so much drama in her life, this person. And I love her dearly. However, I cannot deal with the drama. I cannot. And I don't want to have to, I get to choose who shows up in my space and who I decide to keep in my space, and so do you. So when I talk to this person on the phone, they're always down, they're always cynical, they're always moody. They can't truly be happy for me. They never think I really understand what they're going through. It's woe is me. It's all my problems. You don't get it. You don't know because you've always been successful. You've always had, everything you've ever desired. Like, they just can't see outside of themselves. It's all about them and their problems. They're argumentative. They can't hear you clearly. They can't receive the information you're sharing with them. It's like they're telling you their problems, but when you give advice, then the advice is not good enough, or they don't need your advice. They just wanted you to listen to all the problems. But I'm not someone who resides in the problems. So it's very difficult for me to hear somebody's problems and then not give them the advice, because I'm a fixer. I'm a doer. I'm in solution mode all the time. I don't live in the problems. It's bad enough I already had to go through the problems, but I need to find the solution now. So this person is just always on one, airing out their dirty laundry on social media, instead of focusing on their life and getting their life together. They're always just spewing this negative energy, and they just have drama following them around like a halo. You know what I mean? And I'm just not about that life. I want more from myself. I want better for myself, and they always make me feel down. I want to feel up. I want to be happy. I want them to be happy for me. I want them to be happy for them. I want to be able to have a real conversation about the things that are going on in our lives and help each other with that. Share with each other. And yet this person keeps saying how close we are, but we aren't really close, because when we have conversations that you don't like how they go, you don't like what's being said, even though it's the truth. I know the truth does hurt sometimes, but it doesn't change that it's the truth. And when I share it with you, that shouldn't allow you to disconnect from me for months at a time. So no, that's the kind of thing I mean, where I'm saying, no, that kind of thing needs to be severed. The relationship itself is not going anywhere. I love this person. This is a family member. So, they're always going to be in my life. I'm always going to love them. I will always be there for this person. But I don't have to have them in my space all the time. I absolutely can and will love them from a distance. You feel what I'm saying? You might have somebody in your life like that too. So, and then also, business relationships as well. So I've been doing some very strategic partnerships, JV partnerships. I've done this for pretty much the entire time I've had my online coaching and consulting business. And I decided to more recently, get in new spaces, new places, connect with new people, do collaborations with other people, who are in alignment with me. And sometimes there are commonalities between you and another person. There are synergies that are there. And it feels at the time like this is going to be the right fit for you, a good match for you. But then you quickly learn that you're being presented with things that you realize is taking you away from your real goals, right? Especially when you've made a pact with yourself and a commitment to yourself that you are going to stay focused, you are going to stay in alignment with the things that make sense for you to help you move the needle forward. And you're not going to just do anything with anybody, just because they present you with this thing, because then you end up getting sucked into their agenda instead of remaining focused on your own. And so I've had some recent, made some recent connections, met some new people. I have some new collaborations and partnerships. And, I think people, for the most part, they're good people. They mean well. They don't mean to take you off your beaten path, right? They don't mean to be presenting you with things that are misaligned with what you have going on. But I think sometimes people just don't hear you clearly, or they hear you, but they're not really listening, or they just want what they want. It's what they're doing, so they present you with the idea, even though you've already said no a few times to the things that they offered. What they've extended to you, you're like, yeah, no, but that's really not a good fit for me. Sometimes, no, all the time, you really have to set solid boundaries, okay? In your life and in your business. That's boundaries with family members, like the person I was just talking about. That's boundaries with business partners. So this individual, nice as can be, we hit it off, we work well together, there's no problem. I don't have any problem with this person personally. There is a lot of synergy there. We do have a lot in common. But they've already presented me with at least 3 things that I've had to say no to, because it is not in alignment with where I'm going and where I am right now. I don't want to do nothing in this phase of my life that feels hard. I've already done the hard work. I've already hustled hard. And I wore that like a badge of honor for years. I am at a point in my life where I'm about being holistically well, embracing ease, and in designing a life that doesn't require me to hustle anymore. I am anti-hustle and struggle, pro-health and happiness. I do not believe in riding the struggle bus. I am totally unsubscribed from hustle culture. It will damn near kill you if you let it. I do not want to do anything that's going to burn me out, overexert me, exhaust the hell out of me, stress me out. Nothing of the sort. Now, this individual asked if I would want to, make some passive income. Sure, I'm all about, this is a lot of what I talk about on my channel, by the way, is how to generate revenue with multiple income streams. Okay? So I'm thinking, now I know passive is not necessarily fully passive, all right? I understand that there are different levels of passive, okay? This particular, what do I want to say without giving too much? Let me just say, so this particular offer that she presented me with, she didn't give me all the details to, okay? She sent me a video, said, just watch this video and you'll learn more about it. Now, maybe she did that because it was easier, and then her explaining what the deal was, so I can have a better understanding. The company is basically, it's a promotional video, so she wanted maybe the company to just sell me on the idea. I'm like, okay, cool. And it was it's about wellness products basically. And that was fine because I'm all about wellness. It's what I talk a lot about here, the correlation between health and wealth, and health and health and wellness, health and wealth, everything, business, leadership, mindset, career transitioning, that sort of thing is the kind of content I do here. So that was in alignment as far as, that it was wellness products. And I thought, oh, maybe this is like affiliate marketing. And so I do that anyway. I have affiliate links right now. If you look in the description below, you'll find all kind of affiliate links. So that's a revenue sharing model, and that's perfect. Okay, great. But this was more or less an MLM opportunity, meaning multi-level marketing, and I never have and probably never will like that business model, because now I would be forced to, or placed in a predicament where I'm now responsible for sharing their products that I don't even use, products that I don't know nothing about. And in order for me to do something like that, I have to believe in the product. Like, I don't want to be promoting anything that anybody hasn't yet used, that I haven't yet used. I don't want to be promoting that to you, saying, hey, buy this thing, or, be a part of this company that you're like, who is this company and what is it about? Like, what is their mission, vision, and values? Is it in alignment with what I got going on over here? Well, so when I learned more about the company, I was like, let me just give them a call and ask questions directly. Let me just go straight to the source. So I learned that it was a multi-level marketing model, meaning I would be committed monthly to purchase products from them, purchase products that I don't even know anything about yet, don't even know if I would use, don't even know if I would like. I can cancel at any time, I guess. I think you have to commit to for so long. And I would need to be promoting their company and their products so that other people would be interested to work under me, like a pyramid, where they too would be selling or purchasing their products and getting more people under them. And then you have a yearly membership on top of a monthly commitment. And while it's a nominal amount, it's not a big, hefty amount. The deal is, I don't have time, nor do I want to make the time to be selling somebody else's products and services when I am working on my own business. And there are various aspects to a business that if you want to be successful, you have to focus on those things, right? So why would I now want to take my time out of my day, expend my energy, consume any part of my day on building somebody else's business up when I'm building my own up? You know what I mean? So that was a no. The other thing that was a hard no for me was a speaking engagement that I actually looked very much forward to. I love speaking on stages, in person, virtually, you name it, I'll do it, as long as it's in alignment with my goals. So the same person presented this to me, a speaking opportunity. I was like, I'm all in, give me the information, let me read through it and see what the details are. And then I learned later, again, something that wasn't shared with me. It was very vague in the informational page. It like went over some frequently asked questions. I'm not saying this person was being shady necessarily, but it just didn't feel genuine. It didn't feel that she was fully being transparent and just to tell the truth. And that was bothersome to me, because when I finally asked the questions and read through the additional information that I had asked for, there was a fee for me to speak. Now, I've been asked to speak before and do some in-kind donations and speak, for free, like as part of, charity, right? This is a part of volunteer work. I don't mind that. I carve out time specifically for that. I don't mind doing that from time to time. But I already told this person that I was prioritizing paid opportunities because I have competing priorities right now, and I'm not going to have the time to just do a bunch of things for free or potentially have the opportunity to make money. It's like, no, I need to solidly know that it's going to give me a return on my investment and my time, my energy, and my efforts. I am a professional speaker. I've been speaking for years. I do not pay people to, to cover their upfront costs to speak at their venues. They pay me. I charge a fee for that. And depending on what your budget is, the lowest I will go is $3,500. There was no conversation around that. There was no offer for paying me. It was pay me the money to cover the cost up front. And then it was packaged up like it was an opportunity to get in front of people who potentially would buy because I could sell from the stage. But when I looked at the audience, it really wasn't my ideal target market. You have to be clear on who your ICA or ideal client avatar is. This was not that. This was not, there were all kinds of ages. It's from as young as 12 to as old as, I think baby boomer age. And while there's nothing wrong with that, that is not who I'm targeting. And there was just, again, no full transparency in that. And so, again, that was a hard no for me. Because I need to make sure that the time that I invest, and my time is valuable, I am going to, again, get a return on my investment. And that is going to have to be in monetary value. So those are just 2 or 3 examples, I wanted to share because, again, I think sometimes when, I give examples, I help you to put things into perspective for yourself. So that's family, business relationship, friendships. That's another one. I have had to cut people off, like cut them off completely. Doesn't mean that I don't have love for them anymore, but I need true friendships in this time of my life. I've always wanted that, and I will not accept anything less. Okay? So I have had a friendship, long-term friendship. The problem is this particular individual uses the word love lightly. Oh, I love you, boo girl. I love you. I miss you. I love you. But if you really did, wouldn't you be checking up on me? If you really did, wouldn't you be there for me when I really needed you? If you really did, would I not be a friend who is not considered replaceable? If I was really a friend, my battery's going low, so I gotta cut this short soon. That my definition of friendship apparently is different from others. Let me just say that, at least this individual. Okay? I don't want to be the kind of friend that doesn't make it to your so-called friend list. And now that I've introduced you to someone else who's become a friend of yours, that person is someone who you spend most of your time with now, and now I'm forgotten about. I don't want to be the kind of friend that it takes a notification on your phone, on your calendar to pop up, and now you remember it's my birthday or my anniversary, and now you're like, hey, boo. No, I don't need that kind of friend. I don't need the kind of friend that will want me to go clear cross country and party it up with them and for their birthday and their special occasion that they're celebrating. But then when I ask you to return the favor and come party with us and have a great time and turn up, oh, you're busy. For me, you got something going on when I ask, but then you're over here partying it up with the new friend that you got all day for. And I see you guys, and I mean, not that I am even on social like that, but for whatever reason, I guess God wanted to reveal this to me. And now I see, photos popping up and videos, and y'all are out of the country and having a great time doing this, doing that. Well, I thought you just said you were busy, too busy, and, to do, you had some family priorities going on and you couldn't make it. But you got time for her, but not for me. No, I don't want those kind of friends in my life. I don't want somebody to see how sad I am and they can see something is off and not like me. They see me, you know, in public. They see me on camera. They know who I am as a person. They see the better half of me missing, you know, like, you know, when I was going through divorce, for example, and I was having a really tough time. It was a devastating, heartbreaking time in my life. I was, you know, really experiencing some deep bouts of depression. It would have been nice for that friend to call me up and say, hey, you okay? You know, you doing all right? I noticed this. I kind of sensed something was not right or off. I just want to check on you. I want to make sure you're good. And I'm not saying that they, you know, needed to do this all day, every day, but damn, you know, could it be more than once a year? And then I would have felt more comfortable to reciprocate that. But I didn't, because I don't even feel like I can completely trust you. And then when I want to call you and talk to you about things, I mean, and this is not even to say that this person wasn't in a good place herself, but from what was shown on social media, it seemed like she was doing pretty well, you know, and having a great jolly old time. So those kind of relationships, for me, that needs to be severed. I'm just not, I want to be always in a good headspace. I want to be, again, holistically well, mentally, spiritually, financially, physically, socially, sexually. I want to be happy. Okay? I want to be holistically well. I want to be happy. I want to be, you know, I want to feel complete. And I don't need those kinds of relationships, because that is not what is going to be, he's so cute. That is not going to be what is required, what I want in my life, like I said, at this phase and stage of my life, okay? Got a little bit off track there, but you get the point. So what is it for you? What is it for you? Who in your life do you need to disconnect from? Who do you need to divorce? And you know, what is it that you need to do that's going to make you sleep better at night? You know, what kinds of things do you need to get rid of in your house? What do you need to clean up? What do you need to get rid of? What do you need to donate? What do you need to get free from? Because that's what this is about for me. I've been on this whole freedom feel for a long time, especially last year. That was my word of the year. You know, I have a word every year that kind of is a theme that drives my, you know, every intention I hold onto that word, right? Every action I take, every decision I make, all of that has to be in alignment with that word. And so I'm still on that. That's still a word that I have brought on into this year, right? I have another word. I actually have other words. I have a whole framework that I'm doing something a little different this year. But, and I'll talk to you about that in another live stream. But as I wrap this up, because my battery is getting low, let me just say this, and I'm losing some sunlight here. Think long and hard, or maybe you don't have to, and be honest with yourself. Who are the people who are energy vampires? They are sucking you dry. They are draining you. They don't make you feel happy. They're never like really the ones to lift up your spirits. You're always lifting up theirs. They're not saying anything really empowering to you. You're always empowering them. You're always the can-do person. Go for it, girl. You got this. You know, I believe in you, but they're not that for you. Who are the people who, you know, they're like hear you, but they're not really listening with their heart. They just hear you with their ears, in one ear, out the other, and on to the next. Like, who are those people who are always moody and cynical, and they're, you know, bringing you down all the time, and you feel like you've got to dim your light around them, and you just don't feel like you can be your most authentic self. And God forbid if you tell them the truth, and you know, where is that going to lead? Like, they're filled with drama and they just got so much going on. It's like, can they even be committed to the thing that they said? If they can't even, if you don't see that they can be committed to themselves, how the hell are they going to be committed to you? You know? So I would say pull back from those individuals, sever those things and those people that, again, are toxic in your life, that doesn't serve you well, that is not helping you move the needle forward. They're not helping you get closer to your dreams. and they're just misaligned with your lifestyle and the way in which you want to evolve. Okay? This is about growth and development. And when you are in your 40s, your 50s, and beyond, girl, you just don't take no ish from nobody no more. Everything, it's got to be what you need it to be and nothing less, right? So make those decisions for yourself, get solid with it, gain some clarity, once you have that clarity, you'll be able to make these decisions pretty easily and you won't feel guilty about it. And don't let anybody guilt you into doing what they want you to do. You stand strong and stand firm and be assertive about, listen, this, I understand it doesn't feel good for you, but this isn't right and doesn't feel good for me. So this is my decision. And respect that. Be okay with it. And thank you. I appreciate it because I would do the same for you. And this is no shade. You don't got to be harsh. You don't got to be mean-spirited about it. With love, sis. With love, fam. With love, friend. You got to go. Okay? So, I hope this was valuable for you. I'm going to read really quickly to see if there are any meaningful messages here. What happened to the trolls today? Usually it ain't nothing but a bunch of trolls on here. They must be on break. They must be on somebody else's live stream. Somebody says, hey, keep the hustle up. Well, if you know anything about me, sweetie, I don't do the hustle anymore. And I just said that in the beginning of the video. Maybe you missed that part of the live stream. But yeah, I'm anti-hustle. Anti-hustle, okay? Yeah, I don't do anything that's hard in hustle mode at all. I am done with that. I'm sure you'll get a lot of people in your stream. Yeah, maybe eventually a lot more people do come on the replay. Hello to those of you who were here. Thank you for the compliments. For those of you who left them. Wow, I didn't even block any trolls today. If I did, it wasn't intentional, but yay me. Okay, they gave me a break today. Well, good for you. Okay. Because it's as if whenever I go live, they're like, the algorithm just goes and, hey, she's going live now. Let's get on here and just do our thing. So anyways, I really appreciate you, those of you who were able to stay tuned for this live stream. That is your daily dose of vitamin D3 today. If it was of value, be sure to share this out. Check out more content like this and be sure to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to tune out. And I really appreciate you being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. It really means a lot to have you present. And let me know in the comments what it is that you are going to do. What was your biggest takeaway? Who are you going to divorce? What are you going to declutter? And I would love to hear all about it, okay? So as always, and until next time, I am wholeheartedly in this journey with you. Bye for now.